The race is completed. Up next, race number 14.
All right, race 14 track is yours. Race 14 track is yours.
Blake Farmer, Austin Bellarde. Bryce Moriarty, James Rowan. Ryan Seaman. One minute to the start of the race.
All right, Blake is going to lead us around in this one, followed by Eric James in the 3, Austin the 4, Ryan the 5, and Bryce in the 6. So Blake, go ahead and fire off on the tone, the rest by name. Eric, James, Austin, Ryan, Bryce. All right, this is race 14, heat 204 of 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. We're chasing the TQ time of Derek Miller. That is a 22 and a 5:09 pace right now. And right now your top 3 drivers are better than that. TQ, James Rowan out in front, 24 and a 5:06. 24 and a 5:12 for Blake, 23 and a 5:09 for Bryce. Ryan, Eric, and Austin. Bryce out in front. He's got that top spot now on a 23.508. James running in that 2 on a 23.512. 22.502 for Ryan. Blake on a 22.512. 21.503 for Austin. And Eric on a 21.513. Fast lap of the race, 11.585 out of James Rowan, but he's also got a couple 15-second laps
3 minutes left
on the scorecard as well. So a hot lap, slow lap, hot lap, slow lap. Just like that. James rolls it over. And so that's one of those slow laps. And here comes a heater, would be my guess. Yeah, nice 11.53. Caution, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away. Clear. Blake makes a little bit of a bobble there on the straightaway.
2 minutes left.
2 to go, 2 to go. I think James was actually going a wide coming into the line there, clicking that one off there. Ryan with a little bit of a long lap there, 15.3. Bryce, James, Austin, Eric, Ryan, and Blake Farmer is the running order right now. Race number 14 on the track. Heat 3 of 13.5. Wheeler, you guys are up next.
1 minute left. "45 seconds left.
Top 2 drivers on a TQ pace, so Derek would be sitting 3rd overall for the round with 2 heats left to go. Only Bryce and James are on TQ paces right now.
30 seconds left.
Oh, Bryce stuffs it into the
15
no-go cones. He's got a 3-second advantage on James, though, so that probably won't hurt too much. Blake goes for a little tumble, twirl, and back on his wheels. Ooh, nice little move around the outside of Austin. Blake takes right there. Master clock has expired. Everybody keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing until I call you done. Oh, then Blake rolls it over, though, gives Austin that spot right back. Race him to the line, drivers. When you cross the line, you are done. Bryce will get the win here and the TQ for the moment, at least, until Heat 3 runs. That is it. That is all stop, all done. Bryce, James, Austin, Ryan, Eric, and Blake. Bryce, James, Austin, Ryan, Eric, and Blake. So we finish up. 22.502 for Bryce, 506 for James, 511 for Austin, 511 for Ryan, and a 511 for Eric. Those 3, 4, and 5 were separated by about 100ths of a second. And then a 21.501 for Blake there in the third. Race 15, hold for me just a second, please. No laps yet, race 15, no laps. Get those marshals out, please.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 15. 13.54 WD Buggy.
All right, race 15 track is yours. Still waiting on a marshal or two.
John Weinzettel. Lane Holmberg.
Straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away, straight away.
Richard Orr. Zach Boydnott. Cole Seaman.
Marshal in
1
front of
minute
the stand. Can I get you to jump in a bucket? Blake, can I come into that bucket? Thank you. All right, track is closed. Driver's track is closed. Let's get them lined up. This is 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. We're going to be chasing the time of Bryce Moriarty on a 22 and a 5:02. John, you're going to lead us around, followed by Richard, Cole, Zach, Esteban, and Lane. It's going to be John, Richard, Cole, Zach, Esteban, and Lane. John, track is yours on the tone. Richard, Cole, Zach, Esteban, and Lane. Race number 15 is underway and on the track. It is 13.5 four-wheel drive buggy. We're all chasing Bryce's 22 and a 5:02 pace. All right, so Cole Seaman out in front right now. Seaman on a 24 and a 5:10 pace. John on a 23 and a 5:10. 22 and a 5 flat for Richard. Esteban on a 22 and a 5:01. Lane on a 22 and a 5:01. And a 22 and a 5:14 for Zach. So everybody on just about the same general vicinity of pace. 24s to 22 second or 22 laps on the track right now. It's about 20 seconds by the end of it. Right now it's only a 6-second gap from first to last here on this one. So good racing here in your 13.5 wheeler class. This is only heat 3 of 4. One more heat to go. Top 4 drivers on TQ pace. That is Cole, John, Richard, and Lane.
Three minutes left.
Cole is still pacing out in front, 1.1 up on John right now. Richard running in that 3 spot. He goes 12.663 for Richard right there. Hot lap of the race for Orr. Then it's going to be Zach running in the 4, Lane the 5, and Esteban in the 6. The entire heat right now on TQ pace. Better than the TQ time of a 22 and a 5:02 currently held by Moriarty. So Cole, John, and Richard separated by 2 seconds between those 3 drivers. Then it's Zach, Lane, and Esteban separated by 2 seconds between those 3 drivers. Top to bottom, it's an 8-second gap, 1 through 6 here in race number 15. Good battles aplenty. Your leader, though, is going to be Cole out in front right now. As he goes down the straightaway in that all blue buggy with the yellow wheels, I believe, for Cole. Up over that tabletop into that back little on and off section goes your leader. Yellow wheels, black wing coming down the straightaway right now. Another lap there for Cole, 23.501. So he's fallen off of that 24 lap pace, but still maintains that top spot on a 23.501. 506 for Richard, 509 for Zach, 509 for Lane, 509 for John as well, and a 22.5 flat for Esteban. This is a tight heat right now. Any sort of mistakes in the final minute of this one could mean positions on the leaderboard.
45 seconds left. Thirty seconds left.
With 30 seconds to go in this one, Cole still 5 seconds up now on Richard. Richard with about a 0.2 of a second advantage on John, who has a 0.4 on Zach, who has a 0.7 on Lane. That 2 through 5 battle is super tight here in the closing stages of race number 15. Lane still able to hold on to that 4th place. Esteban now joins the battle as well for 2 through 6. A 4-car battle for positions to change here. Master clock has expired. Your race has not, though. Keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing. Oh, and John rolls it over. John was running in that 5th position. We'll see how that affects him here. Race him to the line. Race him to the line. When you cross, you are done. Ooh, a little bit of changing going on there in the end. All stop, all done. Cole will get the win, 23 and a 5:01. Richard goes 2, 5:07, 5:08 for Lane in the 3, 5:08 also for Zach in the 4. Esteban goes 5:12, and John goes 5:14. The entire field on the same lap.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 16. 13.5.
All right, race 16. If you guys could hold for me just a little bit. Hold for me, please. Hold for me. Joe Rodriguez. All right, marshals out, please. Race 16 track is yours.
AJ Rodriguez, Tim Wallace, Brandon Gumra, Terry Stephenson, Mikey Brown. Bubbles.
All right, guys, track is closed. Track is closed.
Less than 5.
All right, so the order is going to be Mikey in the 1. Brandon's going to be the 2. Careful, guys, careful. AJ's going to be 3. Tim will be 4. Terry 5, and Austin in the 6. Mikey, Brandon, AJ, Tim, Terry, Austin. Mikey on the tone. Brandon, AJ, Tim, Terry, Austin.
Four minutes left.
All right, so 1 minute in this lap, 4 laps for all drivers. We got a 4-second difference between first and sixth right now, but it is Mikey Brown out in front. 12.056 that time by. Austin is running in the 2. Then it's Tim, Brandon, AJ, and Terry. Top 5 drivers on a top qualifier pace. Ahead of the time of Coles, 23 and a 5:01. Oh, Brandon goes upside down there and gets flipped back over by a competitor. AJ looked like, and then spun around and back underway. Caution, caution coming off the wall. And clear. Wallace rolls it over on the wall. Coming off the wall. It's a little bit of that and a little bit of Tim continues to kind of run higher on the wall. And I think a couple of guys are trying to dive down underneath as well. So Mikey and Austin, 1.3 seconds separate
3 minutes
them.
left.
As Austin's now on the back of Brandon coming down the straightaway there. Great job working by both of those drivers. Nobody slowing each other down. Just back in the rhythm here. Mikey coming up as well. So it's a 1.7 second advantage now. Mikey gets it down under the 12 seconds, 11.979. Mikey, Austin, AJ, Tim, Brandon, and Terry. So the difference between the top two is 2 seconds now. AJ sits another 2.7 back of Austin. It's Mikey, Austin, AJ, your top three. Tim, Brandon, and Terry, the rest of the running order.
Two minutes left.
Mikey now only a 1.4 second gap, 25.508, 25.510 for Mikey and Austin. AJ on a 24.503, 23.501 for Tim, 23.501 for Brandon. Terry on a 23.504 with 1:20 to go in this one. No order change right now. The gap for the lead, 1.53 still. 12.2 for Mikey, 12.3 for Austin. AJ 12.5, 12.2 this time by for Austin. Mikey with a 12.3. So that gap kind of has been 12.2s, 12.3s, 12.3, 12.4. Everybody kind of running into that same little ballpark this time. 12.3 for Austin, 12.2 for Mikey, 12.7 for AJ, 13 flat for Tim, 12.5 for Terry, 12.7 for Brandon.
30 seconds left.
With 30 seconds to go, Austin 1.3 back of the lead. Mikey Brown still out in front.
$15 seconds left.
Race clock has expired. Keep racing, though, until I call you done, so we don't get any early quitters. Just keep racing, keep racing, keep racing, guys. All right, race them to the line now. Just waiting on two drivers. Race them to the line, race them to the line. Across the line, you are done.
All drivers
and that's a race. Mikey Brown will get the win. 25 and a 507. Austin Azure 25 and a 509. AJ 24 and a 504. 24 and a 514 for Tim. Then Brandon and Terry on 23 lap runs. Top 10 for the round is going to be Mikey, Austin, AJ, Tim, and Brandon. Top 5. Cole, Terry, Richard, Lane, and Zach round out your top 10 for 13.5 here in qualifying round number 3. So Mikey takes the clean sweep in your qualifying today.
Up next, race number 17. 4WD Modified Buggy. Heat 1 of 1.
All right, race 17, hold for just a second, please. All right, race 17 track is yours. 17 track is yours.
Jason Naranjo. Rick Pyle. Tony Stinger. Matt Perman. 1 minute to the start of the race. Stephen Bond. Corey ends.
Marshall. All right, guys, track is closed. Track is closed. Corey, you're going to lead us around, followed by Tony, Rick, Matt, Jason, and Steve. Corey, Tony, Rick, Matt, Jason, and Steve. All right, Corey, on the sound of the tone. Corey, Tony, Rick, Matt, Jason, and Steve. All right, we are in the only heat of four-wheel drive modified buggy, so we're determining a top qualifier here for round 3 right now.
4 minutes left.
Corey Enos out in front right now, 23 and a 5:10 pace for him. Tony on a 21 and a 5:03, 21:5:14, now a 22 lap run for Tony. Rick on a 21:5:08, Steve, Matt, and Jason, their current running order. Corey, Tony, Rick, Matt, Steven, and Jason. Caution on the straightaway, caution on the straightaway, caution on the straightaway, caution, caution clear. Your leader goes for a little bit of a tumble and then clips the pipe, but he is back underway. At a 2.9 second advantage on the field. Oh, then hard into the wall there as well for Corey as he tried to shoot the gap between a couple of lap traffic drivers there. So that is going to move Tony to that top position now. Corey driving super, super punchy right now. Needs to find a little bit of a rhythm, get back into his race here. Matt, you'll have leaders coming up on you.
2 minutes left.
Steven, you will as well. So Tony down the straightaway, trying to hang on to that top spot. He's got a pretty big cushion with 1:35 to go. He's got a 4.8 second advantage on the field. Rick currently running in that 2, Corey the 3, Matt, Jason, and Steve.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Tony on a 22 and a 5:05 pace. 22 and a 5:10 for Rick. Corey on a 22 and a 5:12. Then a 20 lap run for Matt. Steve on a 19. Jason on an 18.
45 seconds left.
A little bit of a bobble there out of Tony, but he has a 4.4 second advantage with 30 seconds to go on the clock.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
Rick has closed the gap now to 1.7 on Tony. So Matt, be aware you got one of your leaders right in front of you, kind of battling to try to catch that TQ here in round number 3. Oh, and then he rolls it over on his own. So race him to the line, drivers race him to the line. When you cross the line, you are done. Looks like Tony's going to hang on to that top spot. 22 and a 5:07, 22 and a 5:13 for Rick. Corey goes 21 and a 5
all
flat.
drivers are finished.
And that is a race. All stop, all done. Tony will get the win and the TQ here in round number 3. Rick on a 22 and a 5:13. Corey 21 and a 5 flat. Matt, Steven, and Jason is how we finish up here in race number 17. All right, race 18 track is yours. Race 18 track is yours.
Up next, race number 18. 2WD 13.5 Stadium Truck. Heat 1 of 2. 1 minute to the start of the race. Ron Anderson. Corey Crow. Matt Perman. Isaac Lehman. Fred Hansen. Tony Stinger. Curtis Phipps.
I do need one volunteer marshal. I got a couple guys back to back from that previous one. I need one volunteer marshal on that middle bucket. If I could get a volunteer marshal on the middle bucket. The track is closed, guys. Track is closed. One volunteer marshal on this mid bucket here in front of timing and scoring would be awesome. You guys have been great all day. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Corey, you are going to lead us around. And then Tony, you're going to be 2. Ron is going to be 3. Matt 4. Isaac in the 5. Fred 6. And Curtis 7. Corey, Tony, Ron, Matt, Isaac, Fred, and Curtis. Corey, go on the tone. Tony, Ron, Matt, Isaac, Fred, Curtis. All right, so early in this one, Tony leading him around
left.
again, 21 and a 501, just got done winning a four-wheel drive buggy class. Now he's out there in the two-wheel drive truck class trying to wheel it around. Tony, Corey, and Ron, then Matt, Fred, Curtis, and Isaac. So Corey out in front. He has the hot lap of the race as well, 13.627. Finds himself on a 22 and a 510. Straightaway. Caution on the straightaway.
3 minutes
Clear.
left.
Ron Anderson running 2. Tony now down to the 3. Then it's Matt, Isaac, Kurt, and Fred. 22 and a 510, the pace for your leader. 20 and a 508 for Ron. 20 and a 510 for Tony. Matt on a 19.508. 17.504 for Isaac. 17.518 for Curtis. Fred on a 16.511. Just about to the halfway point here. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Oh, Isaac again with the body clip issues up front.
Two minutes left.
Corey just absolutely kind of checking out in this one right now. 8.7 seconds is the advantage. He's on a 21 lap run. Tony now back up to the 2 spot on a 20 and a 502, 20 and a 509 for Ron Anderson. Then it's Matt, Isaac, Fred, and Curtis, the rest of the running order. Caution after the table. Caution coming onto the straightaway. The yellow one, on the yellow one. Thank you. Caution at the end of the sweeper. Caution at the end of the sweeper. I got cars stuck at the end of the sweeper. There we go. A lot of cars and trucks together all of a sudden in one little location.
One minute left.
Corey working his way. He's in that orange and green buggy with the black wheels. I was on his side with the same color scheme until he went with the black wheels.
45 seconds
45
left.
seconds to go in this one. Tony right in front of Corey there. Oh, Tony goes wide
30
to let
seconds
Corey
left.
by and then gets cleaned out. So Corey upside down there, but he's got a
15
pretty
seconds
big
left.
advantage, but that might not be what he's worried about. He's got to be running quick laps there to try and he's got 7 more drivers coming up to try and knock down this TQ he's about to set here with 5 seconds on the master clock. So every second is crucial. Right now on a 25.02, I don't think he's going to get back to that 21 lap run. He is not. He's going to get caught there at the line. I got a couple guys close on the clock here, so keep racing, keep racing. All right, race them to the line. When you cross the line, you are done, drivers. And that is a race. Corey's going to get the win, set that early TQ on a 20 and a 502. Anderson goes 507, and Tony goes 512. Then it's Matt, Isaac, Fred, and Curtis, the rest of the running order there in that one. Your Stadium Truck class, heat 1 of 2, as we get set to go into our second heat of Stadium Truck.
The race is completed.
All right, race 19, track is yours. Race 19, track is yours.
Up next, race number 19. 2WD 13.5 Stadium Truck. Heat 2 of 2. Tim Wallace. Eric Hagen. Lane Holmberg. Terry Stephenson. Esteban Gonzalez. 1 minute to the start of the race. Chris Butler. Less than 5.
All right, track is closed,
Scott
guys.
Luther.
Track is closed. Let's get them lined up. Terry, you're going to lead us around, followed by Eric, Tim, Esteban, Scott, Chris, and Lane. So Terry, Eric, Tim, Esteban, Scott, Chris, and Lane. Terry on the tone. Eric, Tim, Esteban, Scott, Chris, Lane. All right, this is race number 19, your second heat of 13.5. Stadium Truck is on the track right now. These guys are all trying to vie to get off that, knock off that TQ of a 20 and a 5:02 by, currently held by Corey Crow. Wallace with the quick move to the top of the leaderboard there. 23 and a 5:02. Eric and Terry, who've been battling it out and kind of pulling away with this one just a little bit. And Tim Wallace says maybe not so fast here in a main number or qualifier number 3. And just as I say that, he'll shuffle down to third, and it'll be Eric leading us around with Terry in the 2, Wallace the 3, Luther 4, Gonzalez in the 5, Butler in the 6, and then Holmberg in the 7. Race 19 of 21 is on the track right now. Mini Truggy, you guys are up next. Mini Truggy up next. And then we'll finish off the night with Modified Buggy. Terry now takes up that top spot from Eric. He's on a 23.504. 5:04 for Eric as well. 5:06 for Wallace. 22 lap run for Scott, Esteban, and Chris is on a 21 as well as Lane.
Three minutes left.
3 minutes to go. 2 down, 3 to go. 2 down, 3 to go. 12:08.91 that time by for Eric. And he's got a new fast lap of the race. That puts him back up into that top spot now, as he is right on the rear wing of Terry. Eric out in front, 23.503 with a 6. Stevenson 5:05 with a 3. Wallace on a 5:12. Top 3 drivers on a 23 lap run. The entire field, all 7 drivers better than the TQ currently held by Corey Crow. Eric now goes back to that top spot, 23.503 with an 8. 5:04 with a 9 is Stephenson. Stephenson's 0.6 back of Hagen. Wallace right there as well. He's about 4 seconds back, though. He's kind of in his own little world. 4 seconds back, 4 seconds up. As it continues to be the Eric and Terry show. Esteban, be aware you have both leaders coming charging hard on you right there. The second one's right there with you as well, maybe wide right here. Well done. Thank you, sir. So Wallace now 5.4 back, so it's still Eric and Terry separated by about a half a second up in front. These two are just absolutely ridiculous. They have a rope connected between the two of them, and they've just been this way just about every time I've been here to announce in this class. Those two have just been right on each other the whole time. Eric's going to get the little better of Terry this time through, it looks like. So Terry's just going to give way to avoid any sort of contact and just be 1-2 and save her for the mains potentially. 35 seconds to go in this one. Eric out in front, Terry the 2, Tim 3, Esteban 4, Lane, Scott, and Chris. The rest of the running order. 23 lap runs for your top 3 drivers, Eric, Terry, and Tim. Top qualifying runs for your top 6 out of 7 drivers. Only Chris has a little bit of work to do to get back on TQ, and he does right there. So on TQ pace, the entire field. Better than the time of Corey Crow. In the final 10 seconds of this one. Master clock is expired, but yours may not. So keep racing until I call you done. Keep racing until I call you done. All right, race them to the line, guys. When you cross the line, your race has expired. When you cross the line, your race has expired. It's okay, Terry, you were done. Nope. And that is a race. All stop, all done. All stop, all done. Eric will get the win, and he'll set the TQ for round number 3 on a 23.504. 506 for Terry. Tim on a 513. 22 lap runs for Esteban, Scott, Lane, and Chris will be on a 20 and a 5 flat. And so we'll get our truck guys out to the tractor marshal. 2 races left to go in qualifying this evening. Reminder, as you pack up and clean up
next,
to make sure you get yourself all unplugged. All right, Mini Truggy, race 20 track is yours. Race 20 track is yours. I believe there's only going to be 2 drivers in this one.
One minute to the start of the race. Ikaika Shoemaker. Michael Shoemaker.
All right, guys, doors will open at 7 a.m. tomorrow. We'll get started with mains right about 8 a.m., so it will be an earlier start tomorrow, so everybody can get on the road a little bit earlier. So we're going to target 8 a.m. start for the mains. Everything should be posted at the within an hour or so after the conclusion of qualifying today. I'll have all those mains set and ready to go. All right. Michael, you're going to lead us around. And Ikaika, you guys can both just go on the tone. How about that? Partner Marshall's ready. You guys are heads up on the tone. Get set. There you go. We are racing. Might as well. It's 2v2. It's all in the family here. See if Ikaika can get by Michael just a little bit here and then play blocker. Goes for the takeout maneuver. Doesn't quite get it to stick. Oh, Michael way up high on the wall right there. Oh, there's Ikaika sliding by for the move there. Oh, gives it right back to him, though. And that little switchback. Oh, full send. We got a little excited there on the tabletop. So it's going to be Michael and Ikaika running down that straightaway here. 4 minutes to go. Michael leading us around 20 and a 5:08 pace. Two-wheel drive modified buggy. You guys are going to be up next. I will need some volunteer marshals to help me finish off the night. For that full heat of 7 two-wheel drive modified buggies. Ooh. Caught the cones. Michael just doesn't want to make the big mistake this weekend to give anybody that opportunity to take it away from him. There's been a few bobbles, few pipe clips here and there, but nothing just major causing big corner marshal runs or anything. Just consistent runs out in front right now with 3:15 to go here in Mini Truggy.
Three minutes left.
So I believe doors are usually scheduled to close about 30 to 45 minutes following qualifying. So at the completion of race 21, you guys will have about 30 to 45 minutes or so to do some final tweaks and changes, get the things packed up and ready to go. That or 8 o'clock. It's one of the two. It might be whatever comes later or whatever comes earlier. I'm not quite sure which is which. Oh, Michael with a little bit of a bobble there. He's let Ikaika. Oh, after all that work, we get to do it all over again. 2:15 to go in this one. 2:45 down, 2:15 to go.
Two minutes left.
So Michael continuing to lead it around now. Slowly he's let Ikaika kind of reel him back in. Oh, and then once Ikaika kind of sees that orange and yellow buggy, it just kind of becomes a little bit of a nerve wreck, and he just kind of throws it all away there. Once again. Two cars on the track. It's Michael and Ikaika. With 1 minute to go. Good chance to work on those vocal exercises, I guess. Betty bought a bit of butter, put it in her batter, made her batter better. So Betty bought a bit of butter, put it in her batter, made her batter better. So it's best that Betty bought a bit of butter. 4:15 down, left. 45 seconds to go. Michael continuing to run away here in this one.
30 seconds
Past
left.
the fast lap of the race, 13:42. As Ikaika rolls it over there with 25 seconds to go.
$15 seconds left.
Master clock has expired. Race him to the line. Drivers, race him to the line. And not quite yet. There's the mistake we were looking for earlier.
All drivers
And that is a
finished.
race for race number 20. As we head into our modified two-wheel drive buggy. Modified two-wheel drive buggy heading up to the track. Once again, I'm going to need a few volunteer marshals. Please, I'm going to need 4 volunteer marshals to finish out the night here on this one. Before we get our two-wheel drive modified guys going on the track. So I need those 2 mini trucky drivers plus 4 volunteer marshals. If you could help me out, get me through the final race of the night.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 21. 2WD modified
So I need
buggy.
3 more volunteer
1.
marshals, please. 3 more volunteer marshals. Cover the buckets. AJ's got one right here, Brian. On the yellow, or A put, yeah. Brian, you want to take the end. AJ can take the small one here, so.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, race 20 track is yours. Race 21 track is yours.
Bubbles. 1 minute to the start of the race. Eric Hagan. Tim Wallace. Mikey Brown. Matt Nemi. Bryce Moriarty. Kevin Lamb.
Caution on the on and off, guys. Caution on the on and off, heading to the wall ride. Cleared out. Oof. All right, guys, track's closed, track's closed, track's closed.
Less than 5.
Mikey, you're going to lead us around in the 1 spot. Eric's going to come in the 2. Tim in the 3. Austin the 4. Kevin the 5. Matt the 6. Bryce in the 7. Corner marshals are in place. Drivers ready. Let's get going. Mikey on the tone. Eric, Tim, Austin, Kevin, Matt, Bryce. So Eric quickly off track here in this one after just a couple of corners there. Something came loose in practice. It's going to be Austin Azure leading them around right now out in front.
4 minutes
From the
left.
4 spot, Mikey in the 2, and Kevin Lamb up to the 3. Then it's Tim, Matt, Bryce, and Eric. Oh, and Austin rolls it over, though, right there. So that's going to let Mikey probably jump right back in front of him. It was only a 1.5 second gap. 1.8 second corner marshal. I was wrong. It was 1.7. So 140 into this one. Mikey Brown has the lead by half a second over Austin Azure. Austin has the hot lap. We've gone 11-9, and then just like that, as it comes out of my mouth, Mikey Brown 11-7-6, or excuse me, Austin 11-7-6 that time by. So he'll jump in front of Mikey by 2/10. Kevin Lamb running 3 behind Mikey. Then it's Tim, Bryce, Matt, and Eric. Good, quick runs going on right now, but Austin again rolls it over. So a good run spoiled there. So Mikey, Tim, Kevin, and Austin, your top 4. Matt, Bryce, and Eric.
Two minutes left.
So actually it's Mikey, Austin, Tim, Kevin, Matt, Bryce, and Eric, the running order as they run right now. So right now I have it as Austin, Mikey, Tim, Kevin, Matt, Bryce, and Eric. Well, I'll double check if that lap was correct. Another little bobble there by Austin, though, is going to let Mikey probably get back by, and it does.
One minute left. $45 seconds left.
So a 25 and a 5:11 for Mikey, 24 and a 5 flat for Austin, Kevin on a 23.503, Tim 23.506, Matt 22.506, 22.507 for Bryce, Eric on a 17 and a 5:10.
30 seconds left. $15 seconds left.
Mikey, Austin, Kevin, Tim, Matt, Bryce, and Eric is the running order right now. Keep racing, keep racing, keep racing, guys. Letting some of these personal clocks expire here on race number 21. Looking like Mikey's going to take the clean sweep here in modified buggy as well. Race him to the line now, just waiting on a few drivers. And that is it. All stopped, all done.
All drivers are finished. The race is completed. Esteban Gonzalez. Richard Orr. Bubbles. Chris Robertson. FYNYX Workman. 12-5. 12-7. 13-5. 14-8. 12-9. Ryan Seaman. 13 flat. 27.7. 33 flat. 13-3. 14-2. 13-2. 17-2. 13-3. Cole Seaman. 13 flat. 14 flat. 13-2. 14-9. James Ingham. 13-1. 32.5. 13-8. 13-8. 13-6. 13-4. 14-5. 12-6. 14-2. 13-1. 16-9. 14-6. 16-2. 14-7. 12-5. 13-8. Kevin Lamb. 13-7. 15-2. 17-7. 12-8. 12-8. 13-2. 12-2. 16-5. 13-6. 13-2. 20.1. 14-1. 14-9. 12-5. 15-4. 12-9. 16-5. 13 flat. 12-3. 14 flat. 12-7. 13-1. 17-8. 15-9. Brian Iter. 129 flat. 14-2. 136.3. 28.3. 12-9. 13-7. 12-8. 14-2. 12-5. 16-7. 39.8. 13 flat. 16-6. 20.5. 111.9. 18-1. 12-4. 13 flat. 39.6. 12-9. 15-1. 14-5. 12-6. 13-5. 42.6. Bubbles. 22.3. 13-1. 12-5. 13 flat. 16-7. 15-6. 14-9. 27.9. 13-5. 19 flat. 13-5. 25.3. 14-2. 13-5. 14-4. 12-6. 19-4. 13-2. 14-1. 13 flat. 14 flat. 13-1. 12-6. 12-8. 14-3. 34.1. 14 flat. 14 flat. 14-1. 12-8. 13-9. 28 flat. 13-7, 19-2, 16-2, 20.4, 21.1, 34.8, 18-5, 12-8, 13-7, 13-1, 13 flat, 16-2, 32.5, 14-3, 12-4, 28.3, 12-9, 12-5, 13 flat, 14-6, 12-3, 14-5, 15-3, 14-2, 18-2, 14-3, 13-5, 24.6, 12-8, 13-6, 14-8, 13-1, 14-1, 13-6, 12-5, 32.2, 14-5, 21.8, 13-1, 12-8,